Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Planescape Torment. Where we left off last time we had reached the Maze of Reflections in the Fortress of Regrets. We talked to the Practical Incarnation who wants us to merge with him. We're not going to do that. We're going to go talk to the Good Incarnation first. The man before you resembles you, but his face seems calmer somehow. He gives a slight smile as you approach, and he nods as if in approval. Are you alright? Who are you? Have we ever had a name, or was it just the first of us? The man chuckles softly. Know that I am your ally in this. I, like the others, have died my death in your mind, and this figment is all that remains. But who are you? Ah, his smile fades and he looks at you with concern. This must be disorienting for you. Let me try and explain. I am one of your incarnations. I was once lost, now I am here again. How is that possible? I do not know. Whatever you touched within the fortress has brought pieces of yourself to the surface. He pauses for a moment, thinking, one of the others may know the means of how this came to be, but it is beyond me. If you are part of me, there are things I must know. In order to leave, you must become a part of me. Will you do so? I had a suspicion. We were not meant to exist as this, and as unnatural as our immortality is, this situation compounds it. He nods. Yes, I will merge with you again. You know you will cease to exist? He nods. Yes, I know. Very well. One last thing. Just this. The Incarnation pauses for a moment, searching your features. Before I return to Oblivion, there's something I would know. I can spare a little time for this. What do you wish to know? He studies your eyes, his expression somber. Did you live your life, the brief life that you had in the end? Was it worth it? It seems so short. What little I experienced I enjoyed, and I do not wish to forget it. He nods, and for a moment you think he's going to say something, but then collapses, the life running out of him and into yours. He falls to the black stones. You feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull making you shiver, and you know the Incarnation is no more. We're actually going to try and use the bronze sphere now. The simple bronze sphere is about a foot across, but it is surprisingly light, as if hollow inside. We're going to examine it. We can't do that. It's supposed to open. Let's try this again. You're supposed to be able to open it now. Alright, well, let's talk to the practical one first. If you were a part of me, there are things I would know. I will indulge you, but only for a while longer. You were the one who led Deionarra to her death. The man's eyes narrow. What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. Why did Deionarra have to die? Deionarra, that girl, had little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed her for. You see, the dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life to let go, and neither did Deionarra, as I hoped she would. That woman, that ghost, the hunched man's eyes well up in fury and spittle flies from his mouth. She tormented me for years, pursuing me, hating me, and you were the one that killed her? The Incarnation barely even glances at the howling one and merely sneers. You, blaming me for anything is laughable. He turns back to you. It wasn't out of malice, though she did become tiresome. It's just that when I arrived in the fortress, I didn't intend to stay. I wanted to get in, sacrifice her, then get out. Why did you kill her? I needed someone to be my eyes here on the negative material plane, to serve as a scout and try to find out who my killer was. Only the dead can survive here for so long, so Deionarra had to be sacrificed so she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. She helped you, didn't she? You didn't have to kill her. He looks at you silently for a moment, then his sneer returns. And that is why we will be defeated if you confront our killer. It is because you are weak and you do not see that some things are necessary. That wasn't necessary. It was convenient for you. You should have looked for other solutions. You dare lecture me? Women have always walked our path with us, whether Deionarra or Ravel or any other woman. They have suffered, and it was always their choice. Deionarra would have died for me if I asked her to. There was no crime. I won't discuss it with you any longer. There are other things I would know. I will indulge you, but only for a while longer. I'm going to say truth. I intend to merge with you. So it is then. His eyes become gray like mist, and he gives a slight smile as of anticipation. We shall see what your mind has in store. You lock gazes with him, and his eyes are like stones, and they start to drag you down. Lock gazes with him and try and force him to merge with us. As you swim in the corridors of his mind, the first emotion you encounter is surprise, and his eyes widen. He is not absorbing you. Your will is stronger, but it is consuming him. You feel him desperately try to pull back, but he cannot. He is too weak, and your will blocks his retreat while drawing him deeper into your subconscious. This is the last time we shall ever speak. Return to death where you belong. He looks incredulous for a moment, then he disintegrates. You feel a rush of knowledge pouring through you, fighting to the surface. It is almost too much to absorb at once, and you find yourself disoriented. So much knowledge, so many experiences that... And as quickly as it occurred, the rush subsides, and you steady yourself. The bits of knowledge swirl about in your mind, and you make sense of them later. For now, only one piece of knowledge is important, that the Incarnation did not know how to leave this place. He lied to trick you into surrendering. Damn it. Now can I open this thing? Maybe I have to use it like a thing. No, can't do that. After you merge with the other one, you're supposed to be able to open it, which is really weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's bugged, which kind of sucks. The man before you resembles you, but his back is hunched as if he is perpetually afraid of being struck. He's watching you warily, and he hisses as you approach, his hands clenching as if in wanting to strangle you. His arms are horribly gnarled and scarred, as if they had been dunked in a stream of acid, and his left arm looks like it is holding on by a thread, literally. Who are you? Know that you will not last long in this place. Thief! Spittle flies from the man's mouth, and his face twists in a maddening grin. Mazes and regrets and death are all that are here. What do you mean? You are a thief. The Incarnation's hands twist, as if wrapped around your neck. I will feel the bones of your neck snap beneath my fingers. Take my body back. You wear my body like a cloak, and you shame me. I am no thief. I stole nothing from you. You stole everything. I awoke on the streets of the Ring City, and all who saw me knew me. He takes a rasping breath. All that you had done, all that you had harmed, they were waiting for me, blaming me, hurting me, until I couldn't take the voices anymore. His fingers grasped at the air, and I had to make them silent. You were the one who left the trap in the sensory stone for me, weren't you? In the dodecahedron journal with the traps. He affixes you with a wary eye. It seems looking at you is making him uncomfortable. I'm going to talk to him in language of the Uyu. Let us speak in private, just the two of us. As you speak the language of the Uyo, the Incarnation's eyes widen and he stares at you. After a moment of silence, he replies in the same language. Only I know the language of the Uyo. How do you know it? You are correct. You are the only one who knows the language of the Uyo. So, if I know the language of the Uyo, it must be you. He is silent, staring at you. It is these others who are not you, for they do not know the language of the Uyo. He nods slowly. I hear you. This place confuses one's perceptions. We are both you, and now we must become as one. He looks frightened. To your surprise, he reverts to a normal speech, and all the inflections to his voice are gone. It is a calm, level, and much like your own. I no longer wish to live like this. You no longer have to. All the pain and worry and torment of your existence, I will wipe it away. He looks at you, and you watch the Incarnation lose its mad gleam, and his eyes become more like your eyes. Yes, I will protect you now. You will know peace, for that is all you ever wanted, isn't it? The Incarnation relaxes at your words, his eyes dimming as he locks gazes with you. There is the faintest of whispers, and he falls to the black stones. With his collapse, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull. And there is a flood of memories, and strength and emotions. You steady yourself dizzy for a moment, then your vision clears, and you are yourself once more.
Stronger.
Okay, we're not going to talk to Deionarra yet. I'm actually going to pause the video, load up a quick load just before I did all of these, and see if I can get the bronze sphere open. Maybe I did that conversation wrong. If I can figure it out, I will let you guys know how to open the sphere. I think I did it wrong, so I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm just going to show you how to do the bronze sphere part because I did it wrong the first time. I'm not going to read it all out, but it's mostly the same thing. So who are you, but what are you? How is that possible? I must know some things. And I'm going to say, I've had countless lives. Why are there only 3 incarnations here? I do not know. Perhaps there were 3 pieces that were somehow still present in your mind. Present how? I do not know for sure, but I would guess that when we die, traces of the former personality may remain in your mind, and I know that sometimes we may make ourselves felt. How? When you're about to place yourself in danger, or close to a realization, for example, I found that I could stir, help you, prod you in the right direction. So you were the crawling sensation I kept feeling in the back of my skull. I'd be at a loss to describe how it felt to you, but it is possible, yes. And we're going to say that. We have more questions. Before you said that we die, traces are left in the mind. That's what caused you to emerge, right? So it's possible that the first of us, the real one of us, before all the incarnations might still be buried somewhere in my mind. The expression on the Incarnation's face flickers for a moment, but it is like a window. You suddenly realize who it is you are speaking to. You were the first of us. The Incarnation's eyes take on a haunted look, but his gaze turns away from yours. I know what you are thinking, but it is not the case. You think that knowing the mind of the first of us will somehow help you here, in this place, but it will not. But why? I have so many questions that you can answer. Why did we become immortal? Why? Because if we truly die, the Incarnation looks up at you and his eyes are like steel. Death's kingdom will not be paradise, not for us. If you spoke to these others that are here, know that a fraction of the evil of their lives is but a drop of water compared to the evil of mine. That life, that one life, even without the thousands of others, has given a seat in the lower planes for eternity. But you seem so much calmer, so much more well-intentioned. I became that way, yes, because for me, the voice takes on a strange echo. It is regret that may change the nature of a man. But it was too late. I was already damned. I found that changing my nature was not enough. I needed more time. I needed more life. So I came to the greatest of the Grey Sisters and asked her for a boon to try and help me live long enough to rectify all the damage I had done, to make me immortal. And Ravel did. But when she first tested your immortality and killed you, you forgot everything. Everything. And the planes have been dying ever since. The crime is great and the blame is mine. There are so many questions I have for you. Who are you? What was your life like? Who? The Incarnation shakes his head, cutting you off. When I am no more, when I merge with you, you will have the answers you seek. It may take some time to sort them out, but they are there. He smiles ruefully. It is difficult to communicate what a life without words, or a life with words, sorry. Very well then, we shall become as one. Are you ready? One last thing. And then he just asks the same question. If we liked life or not. And now we can actually open the sphere. So we're going to use the sphere. As you hold the sphere up this time and examine it, you feel the memories of the first of your incarnations stirring within you. But it is not an insistent or driving force. It is calm, like the thoughts of a man walking across a great distance to speak to a friend he hasn't seen in ages. As you feel his presence in your mind, you see the sphere in a different light, not as ugly or hideous, but as something precious, like a newborn child. The sphere is the repository of your last moments before you met Ravel on the grey waste and asked the impossible of her. You know why you asked her, and you know all that you need to do is touch the surface of the sphere with both hands and feel regret, and the stone will open itself to you. So we're going to do that. The sphere wrinkles in your hand, the skin of the sphere peeling away into tears and turning into a rain of bronze that encircles you. Each droplet, each fragment that enters you, you feel a new memory stirring, a lost love, a forgotten pain, an ache of loss, and with it comes the great pressure of regret, regret of careless actions, the regret of suffering, regret of war, regret of death. And you feel your mind buckling from the pressure. So much all at once, so much damage done to others, so much so an entire fortress may be built from such pain. Try to focus, keep your center, and as suddenly as the torrent of regrets, you feel the first incarnation again. His hand, invisible and weightless, is upon your shoulder, steadying you. He doesn't speak, but with his touch you suddenly remember your name. And it is such a simple thing, not at all what you thought it might be, and you feel yourself suddenly comforted. In knowing your name, your true name, you know that you have gained back perhaps the most important part of yourself. In knowing your name, you know yourself, and know now that there is little you cannot do. The first incarnation's hand is gone from your shoulder, and he is watching you with a slight smile. That was my name all along, but if I was... The first incarnation holds his finger to his lips, silencing you. He nods at the symbol on your arm, as if indicating you should make use of it. The symbol of torment, seems brittle somehow, as if it is only barely holding itself to your skin. Unconsciously, you reach out and peel it from your arm. It gives way with slight resistance, like pulling off a scab. As you hold the symbol, you know you can harness its power. It no longer rules you. I no longer wear the symbol. Does that mean... As you're halfway through your question, you realize there is a heavy silence within your mind. You can no longer feel the presence of the first incarnation within you. I'm going to take the symbol of torment. That gives us 2 million experience, so we just gained so many levels. 7 characteristic points, a bunch of memory, or a bunch of... Yeah, so you can basically level up everything that you want. We have maxed out wisdom and intelligence, so we might as well get like some constitution and some strength, I guess, and some dex. Or no, sorry. Let's get some more charisma. That looks pretty good. Alright, we'll accept that. We also can do some cool spells. I think we can actually learn all the spells now. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's at the very end of the game. We don't get to use them. But I'm going to see if I can fire some of them off for you, if I can rest in this place. I don't actually know if I can. Alright. I'm going to go through the other incarnations really quickly. Just out you guys because it's really, really fast. And we're going to do the same options again. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we have all of the incarnations inside of ourselves now. Can we rest here? We can rest here. Okay, cool. I'm going to show you some of these spells. Just to show you guys what they do. Since we're not going to actually use them in the final fight, most likely. So I'm just going to show you them. So Celestial Host, we'll start with that. Oh, it doesn't do anything because it didn't target anybody. That kind of sucks. But that's okay. Maybe we will do a final fight with actually... yeah, we will. So we'll do all of the endings, or we'll try to at least. There are several endings, actually. So we're going to rest, because I'm going to need those spells back. And we're going to go talk to Deionarra. I'll try and do all of the endings. Before you is the ghostly form of Deionarra. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. Her eyes rest on yours, and you see a strange, disjointed sensation, as if you were looking at several pairs of eyes at once. Deionarra, my love, at last I have found you, searched for you after you were divided by the crystal. This fortress spans hundreds of miles, and I feared you were lost to me. Her ghostly eyes take your measure, searching your body for new wounds. Are you well? I think so. The crystal divided me, but I am one again. Now I am trapped here, however. I suspect trapping you here was the crystal's true purpose, but it poses no barrier for one such as I. Much do my eyes see, and the halls of this fortress are well known to me. If you are trapped here, my love, I shall see to it you are set free. Where is it you wish to go? I wish to speak with you for a moment and tell you how you died and why. What are you speaking of? Truth, when I brought you here to this fortress, it was my intention that you die here. I needed someone to remain behind so that they would serve as a link to this place. I knew because you loved me so much, and your love would stave off death and allow you to become a spirit, and that is why you suffer now. Deionarra's faces a mask as you speak the words. I am sorry, Deionarra. Do you love me? If you say yes, my love, then nothing that happened matters. Truth. Though I did not know you at first, I have come to love you. Your suffering has become mine, and I have found that I will do what I can to help you, and I will aid you, my love. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall do it. I don't want to go yet. I wanted to do quick save. That's okay. I wish to go to where mortality is and recover it. As you wish, my love. Touch my hand, and the walls of the fortress shall be walls no more. I hope I'm allowed to save.
Forgive what you have done. I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Oh, good. I can save right here before the end. Excellent.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna be doing. Oh, my friends are dead. That's bleak. Alright, we're going to fight the end boss. Actually, yeah. Or maybe we should make this its own video. That's possible. No, we'll continue on. There's no point to not doing it. So we're gonna go.
I'm gone.
Up here. That dude is terrifying.
So you have come. Then you shall die again.
The Transcendent One. Here we go.
So you have come. You are unwelcome here, Broken One.
What have you done to my friends?
Are they dead? Yes. Unlike you, they have but one life, and they wasted it for your sake.
They died for you as they always have, such is the way of all mortal things. It is the fate of all that follow you. Broken One, you have forgotten much. Why did you do it? They tried to harm me, here of all places. I defended myself. In doing so, mortality claimed them. Their deaths were by their own hand. I gave them the opportunity to depart this place, but they seemed determined to help you, despite the cost to themselves. So you killed them. The Tenari was quite strong. Her tolerance for pain would have shamed the Betazu themselves. I took no pleasure in their deaths. Then why did you do it? It was not my will. It was not that I brought them here. All of them had a choice, and they chose to die for you. It has always been the way of all that follow you, for they are tormented souls seeking a release, but they do not know why. You have forgotten this, and you shall again. I know you for what you are. You are my mortality. Your armor, it is twisted like tree branches. Such things speak of Ravel's magics. Yes, I am that which was split from you by the hag's power. I am that which walks with all life. My voice is a death rattle, my last breath in the throat, the whisper of a dying man. I have been freed from the prisons of your flesh. Freed from me? The moment I was split from your cancerous shell, I knew life, I knew freedom. I shall not surrender it to you. We were not meant to be separated, and the planes have suffered because of our separation. You know nothing of meaning and separation. Before your memory dies again, know that we were never meant to be as one. This shall be the last time you and I speak, Broken One. Then there is something I would know, Spirit. I have traveled far, and there are many questions you can answer. I will indulge you this one last time. Then this fortress shall be silent again. And my questions are these. Ask your questions, but know you shall never remember the answers. My friends, I want their lives returned to them, and I want them to have free passage from this place. No, they are dead, and dead they shall remain. Why? Can't you save them? Don't you have the power? Do not question my power here in this place. There is nothing I cannot do, now that I am free of you. But it is not my will that they be saved. They challenged me in my home, and their death shall be reminders to all who challenge me. You can't resurrect them, can you, Broken One? In the span of your forgotten lifetimes, I have observed, learned, and gathered power within the vaults of my body. When you fought in the Black Decade War, all your military knowledge was carved into my mind. When you danced sorceries with Lum the Mad, I learned from you. All you have forgotten, I have not. The power over life and death is but a minor display of my power. You say you learned with me. What I experienced, you experience. Are you saying we share a link, you and I? It is a small thing, of no consequence. Deionarra told me that I could only reverse death when the victim had died close to me. But what she awakened in me, are you saying that was only a fraction of my power, of life over death? Your mind is but a broken stone, its edges dulled from misuse and neglect. Even if you knew power, you would not know how to harness it. If you claim you have the power, then I must have the power too, even if I wasn't there at the moment of death. You do not have the years needed to learn the arts of life and death. You will fall before me. You feel a stirring in your mind, and you suddenly realize you do possess the years needed to learn, for you knew it all once, across multiple incarnations, but the process will take time, and you know your mortality will not allow you the time you need. You may have the time to resurrect one companion, but no more than that. I will resurrect one. I'm going to resurrect Mort. But he's not actually dead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up, Chief. Listen, there are a few things I need to tell you.
Mort, you're not dead? Well, yeah, when you've been dead as long as I have, you learn to fake it really well. I've been kind of listening to your whole conversation. Use that power you got on somebody else. I don't need it. So you're gonna lie there until I got my ass handed to me? Well, yeah, Chief. It's not like you die. I mean, if you failed, you need someone to remember for you. Plus, you know how worthless I am in a fight. Well, when I'm not taunting some mage or another. Then maybe that's what I'll need you to do. We'll talk about this later, Mort. You reach out with your power again. We're gonna take Fall from Grace back. As your power touches Fall from Grace, she rises dizzily to her feet. Even disoriented, she somehow manages to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace, we're at the Fortress of Regrets. I found my killer. It's my own mortality. It's taking a life of its own. I really need your help right now.
Now we have entered, this place will not easily let us go.
We'll see. This will not help you. You have raised your companion to die a second death. Even if we die, I'll come back for you. I swear it. I'll track you down again, no matter how long it takes.
No, that is no longer possible. I have ended the lives of all that have guided you to this place. You led me to all of them. You have allowed me to hide my presence forever. Who can tell you how to reach me? This shall be the last time you trespass. The halls of this fortress shall be silent again. You will trouble me no more.
That's not true at all.
I will teach you much of pain.
I guess we're doing the fight one. So if we raise someone back up from the dead, we're doing the fight ending. Which is interesting. Alright, here we go. This is going to be a tough fight. I should have gotten someone other than Fall from Grace.
It shall be done.
I'm working on this thing.
This is Celestial Host. If we die, at least you get to see the cool spells. Dim graphics. That reminded me of Bahamut for Final Fantasy VII. So 87 damage to them. Not bad.
I will teach you much of pain.
Okay, not you, sorry. Uh-oh, what are you casting? He's casting a spell too. With cool graphics. Is that a demon? Yes, it is.
I'm working on this thing.
Alright. Now, my next spell shall be... For my next trick, I will be performing Abyssal Fury.
I'm working on this thing.
Okay, not the greatest spell for this fight, obviously. But, now we got Mechanist Cannon. Here comes our spell. You'll recall this is the spell that one wizard used against us in the Modron Cube.
I can forge planes with my power. I can unmake you.
Okay, actually I'm going to turn off party AI,
Yes.
just because it's causing us problems now. Okay, so let's heal up Fall, just because I feel like she should be healed. If we saved her life, we might as well keep her alive, I guess. We really should have taken Dak on, but that's okay. We're going to use Death Bolt next. That actually didn't do any damage to him. Wish I had more of that Celestial spell. He has that weird shield, I don't remember what it does. Oh, I lost my spell. He's fast, so I have to use it. I have to run away really far. Oh, he's coming after Fall. That's not great. Let's see if we can stop him briefly. Give him some Elysium Tears, and you can run away. Oh, his shield's gone. Good. Except he has good magic resistance, apparently, so...
I can forge planes with
Excellent.
my power. I can unmake
1 damage. How about Force Bolts? Let's do that.
Very well.
I don't know if we're gonna win this one. Not without a fighter anyways. You're a real fighter. What is he casting? What is this? I don't remember. Oh. Oh, it's Meteor Swarm or whatever it's called. I think she might be dead.
I will teach you much of pain.
Alright, so that hurt. I think we might lose our fighting ending, but that's okay. We chose the wrong character for it. He's too fast. I'm not gonna get a spell off in time. Excellent. Yes, you said... Oh. Alright, we're gonna quick load, because this is kind of pointless. We're gonna lose. So I showed you guys the cool spells. Let's go to an ending, like an actual ending. We're gonna skip through parts of the conversation we've already been through. Blah blah blah, what have you done to my friends? We're gonna choose different conversation options this time.
Like you, they have but one life, and they wasted it for your sake.
Blah blah blah. Why'd you do it? So you killed them. Why'd you do it? You're my mortality. Feed for me. We're not meant to be separated. My questions are these. We're gonna say something different. Then this is my final question. What can change the nature of a man? The question is meaningless. Nonetheless, before there's an ending between us, I will hear your answer. Then this is my answer, and you are the proof nothing can change the nature of a man. If there is anything I have learned in my travels across the plains, it is that many things may change the nature of a man, whether regret or love or revenge or fear, whatever you believe can change the nature of a man. Then you have learned a false lesson, Broken One. Have I? I have seen belief move cities, make men stave off death, and turn an evil hag's heart half circle. This entire fortress has been constructed from belief. Belief damned a woman whose heart clung to the hope that another loved her when he did not. Once it made a man seek immortality and achieve it, and it's made a posturing spirit think it is something more than a part of me. Your defiance will not hurt more than any wound at this place. Belief cannot change the nature of a man. I think it can. I think belief can even unmake me if I believed it enough. You do not possess the force of will for such a thing. We shall see. Perhaps I should try. Do not test my patience, Broken One. I'm going to focus my will inwards, center myself. You are a fool to think you can achieve such a thing. You can barely keep your own tattered mind intact. There's nowhere left for you to fall, Broken One. Keep focusing. Stop. You know not what you do. I know what I do. You have tormented me enough, and now it ends. If you do this thing, we shall be undone. There is no one fate here. You destroy us both. As I see it, I have two choices. Either I kill us both, or I let you kill me again and again, losing what few pieces of my mind I have left. I think I prefer we both die, unless you have a third solution. There is no other resolution to this matter. I think there is. We can become one again, as we were meant. You know not what you do. If we are reunited, then it shall be an ending. There shall be no future for us. We shall go on further to further torments. It is better that happen than the multiverse continues to suffer because of us. If we become one, we shall suffer. There is too much of the nature of the first one in us for us to be saved. We shall be damned. You know not what you do. No, I know very well what I do. I think it's the only answer. Prepare yourself. Know that I have always hated you, Broken One. When we are one, I will continue to hate you. When your shell dies at last, know that I shall take pleasure in your death. I can live with that, and so can the plains. Know that my hatred for you will unmake the plains. Prepare yourself. We shall be as one again until your last moments of life. Before we do, what of my friends? Is it possible to save them? I am mortality itself. The nature of life and death is something I know well. When we are one, my knowing shall be yours. Very well. I am ready to become mortal again. As you reach out with your power, Mort suddenly floats into the air. Hold up, sheep, you don't need to resurrect me. I was just, lying here, listening to you two. You're feigning death? Well, I mean, I'm already dead. And Chief, what happened to your voice? I am something else now. Time runs short, and soon time and fate will catch up with me. I will return you to Sigil Mort if you wish it. What, return me? What about you? Come on, Chief. I may be a coward, but there's no way I'm leaving you in this place. Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. You may not go where I soon will be. Well, I could go with you, Chief, if you wanted me to. I mean, we've been through work. Not this time. Perhaps one day you and I will meet again on another plane, but not now.
It's been a pleasure, Chief.
Mort stares at you for a moment, then sighs. Not to get all misty-eyed, but it's been a pleasure, Chief. Farewell, Mort. As your power touches him, Dakon takes a staggered breath. Looks up weakly. It looks like he's barely clinging to life. Awaken, Dakon of Shraktalor, last wielder of the Cross Blade. As he hears your words, Dakon slowly nods. Your voice, have you at last come to know yourself? Yes. It was a difficult thing, and it cost many lifetimes, many suffered, so that I might know myself again. The knowing of oneself is a difficult path. In knowing it, I know where I shall be bound. Time and fate come here even as we speak, and I will not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Dakon, if you wish. Dakon falls silent for a moment. Then he speaks again. His voice is sharp, as if severing a link. Know that once I owed you a debt. Know that you saved my life, and know that I followed you to settle that debt.
I have paid for your life with mine. The debt is settled.
Very well, Dakon. Our two deaths were as one. You will leave this place with your freedom. As your power touches Fall from Grace, she rises dizzily to her feet. Even disoriented, she somehow manages to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace! Fall from Grace looks up, and she holds your eyes for a moment. Then she smiles, but it is a slight smile that carries more sadness than anything else. Your voice. So you have found yourself at last. Yes, the price was high. The cost was many lifetimes, mine and others. The price of such a thing is seldom measured in copper. Fall from Grace studies your features. Are you still? I am still the one you know, but my perspective has changed. I have not forgotten you, if that is your fear. Fall from Grace smiles again, the same sad smile as before. No, that was not my fear. I cannot remain here for much longer. My punishment calls, and fate and time shall soon be here. I will return you to Sigil, if you wish. That is not my wish. Fall from Grace reaches forward, and her hand lightly touches your arm. There is a slight tingling sensation, barely felt. Then she takes it away. I will find you again, no matter where in the lower planes you will be, just as you shall be able to find me. It may be a long time. Where I am bound, time is not measured in years, and the crimes I have committed are stronger than any cage. No cage shall separate us, and no plane shall divide us. Fall from Grace's face becomes like stone. Keep thinking of me, and we shall meet again. I shall not forget all you sacrificed for me. She lays her head. Just do not forget me. Time lays waste to all things, but I shall fight it as long as I can.
Enemy forever is.
Perhaps so. Farewell, Grace. That's sad. She loves him. Nordum, yay! Come back, Nordum. You reach out with your power, shaping the soul into Nordum's shape slowly until you feel it slipping back into the Modron's body. There is a shudder from Nordum's frame, and he springs to his feet. Nordum! Nordum blinks, the shutters of his eyes clicking rapidly. Then the shutters dilate to points as he is squinting at you. Your voice exceeds standard recognition parameters. I have become whole again. I have changed, but I shall not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Nordum, if you wish. Query, where is your next destination? Nordum will follow and protect you. I have committed many crimes across many lifetimes. I go now to a place of punishment. You cannot come with me. Branching Query, do you not require or do you not want presence of Nordum? You cannot follow Nordum. It is not my choice. There are other powers that now rule my actions. They always did, but now they know me for what I am, and they come even as we speak. Nordum whirl clicks for a moment, then his crossbows begin clicking and twanging in his hands. Nordum surrenders gratitudes. You help Nordum find his identity. As you help me find mine, I give you your freedom, Nordum. Explore, learn, grow. We may meet again on another plane in a time far from now. Response, heard and acknowledged. Nordum now awaiting said day. Hold on to your logic, Nordum. You will find a greater shield than most of the passions that rule the plains.
No longer equals total logic.
Farewell, Nordum. And our final group member, Valor. The slightest touch of your power seems to set a spark through Valor's armored shell. It rises into the air and refits itself into the semblance of a man. As the armor reattaches, two fires blaze within the helm. Arise, Valor! Valor's helm turns to you, his eyes pulsing like twin heartbeats. Valor, Justice's hand is swift, and it is coming for me now. I shall not remain here much longer. I will return you to Sigil if you wish. What crime has brought justice upon you? Many died so that I might live, Valor. The crime is great, and time and fate come for me even now. Let my words carry you. Justice is a teacher. In your punishment, find strength. Through punishment, you will achieve perfection. Perhaps so, Valor. I will think upon your words. Know that should you escape your sentence, I shall find you, Nameless One.
The hand of justice shall not be stayed.
We shall not meet again, I think, Valor. I shall dwell in Justice's halls for a time, and the time shall not be measured in years. Farewell. that is probably the best ending of the game, so I decided to lead with that one. I'm going to go through the other ways that you can get to the endings of the game really quickly, just so you guys can see how to do it. So we're going to load up the quick save
I feel stronger.
again.
So you have come.
Blah blah blah, you've come, your friends.
Broken one.
So we're going to try and do the combat one again. This time we're going to pick up Dakon, who is a significantly better fighter than Fall from Grace. Mort will still be alive again, so...
Yes, unlike you, they have but one life. And they wasted it for your sake.
Mort will hopefully be our tank. Blah blah blah. So you killed them, why'd you do it? I know you for what you are. Freed from me. Not meant to be separated. Traveled far, many questions you can answer. Questions are these. My friends, I want their lives returned to them, so you can't save them, you don't have the power, or you can't resurrect them, can you? This is the one we did the first time when we died, or we wouldn't have won anyways. I'm gonna resurrect one of my companions. We'll do Mort first, like before, because he is very, very capable of not being dead on his own, apparently. And Dakon's gonna be our other guy.
Listen, there are a few things I need to tell you.
And Dakon is our most powerful fighter. He's got a +3 weapon. I guess so does Valor, but Dakon's armor is way better.
No, that is no longer possible. I have ended the lives of all that have guided you to this place. You led me to all of them. You have allowed me to hide my presence in all of existence who can tell you how to reach me. This shall be the last time you trespass in these of this fortress shall be silent again. You will trouble me no more.
Cool.
I can
Alright.
forge planes with my power. I can unmake you.
Oh, he doesn't have any of his items. Crap, we need to go get them.
He's not working on this thing.
Super duper important that he has all of his rings. Especially the Ring of Torment. That gives us just a massive jump in hit points. Oh, he's too far away. Okay, that's fine.
He's not working on this thing.
We're gonna cast that Celestial thing again. It does a lot of damage.
He's not working on this thing. He's not working on this thing.
Can I skip this? No, I cannot. Okay. We have to watch the Celestial Host again. Not that it's not cool, it's just a very long thing. Does lots of damage though. I'll definitely give it that. Alright. That should be the end of that spell. Save versus magic, super. I don't think I actually took any damage from it. Maybe some.
I will teach you much of pain.
We're gonna use that one other spell too, the Mechanist Cannon. It will hopefully do some damage if he doesn't save versus... What is he casting? Oh, right, that spell. Oh good, I can escape out of that one. I really need to heal my dudes. I can't just be taking tons of fire damage.
I will hear you.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Now, let's see if we can do some force missiles, maybe?
Lights not working on this thing. Lights not working on this thing. Lights not working on this thing. Lights not working on this thing.
Okay, we need to heal up some more. He's actually a very tough fight. Okay, we have to let Mort tank. Mort is a much better tank. Actually, don't know how much damage we've even done to this thing yet. Oh, Mort's blind. That's okay. Actually, don't care if Mort's blind all that much. I'm trying to break down his barrier. There we go. Finally hit him with something. Even if it was only 1 damage.
I will teach you much of pain.
Oh, good, his shield's gone at least. We might be okay for winning this fight now. Sorry, I'm not talking too much, I'm just focused. Okay. You need to not be almost dead. Good. Release some tears. Mostly his stack on is doing damage. If I could get Valor... Actually, you know what? Can I get Valor up? No. Alright, what else do I got? Ball lightning, go. I do have some big spells still. I'll try Death Bolt again and see if it works. Oh, he died. Okay, cool. You'll notice we got 64,000 experience here before the spell went off. I like how Mort was looking up at the spell.
No! How is this possible?
It's the same ending, basically. The only difference is you don't get all the backstory and stuff if you do it the fight style. So, that's going to be the end of the video. There's no point in watching that whole video again. So, that is the end of Planescape Torment, one of the best games in terms of RPGs ever made. Love it. The story is incredibly engaging and it's a lot of fun to play through. Pathing and stuff is a little bit wonky at times, and if you play a mage, you might have some trouble with the shadows and the Fortress of Regrets, but all in all, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I'm actually not going to do any more videos until Pillars of Eternity comes out next Thursday. As I'm making this video, it is Thursday the 19th? Yeah, the 19th of March. So I'll probably upload it within the next 2 days. So there might not be videos for another 3-4 days, but next Thursday, when Pillars of Eternity comes out, I will be starting that game, and I will possibly be live streaming it too, just to see how that goes. I've never actually tried to live stream a game before, so that should be fun. I'll post the information if any of you guys want to join in on that. Other than that, I'm gonna end this video now and end this playthrough now. So, Planescape Torment is 100% completed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really loved doing this game for you guys. It was a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys in the next series. See you later.